Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where today we're going to have ourselves a bit of fun in the city. Hopefully we're going to make some major changes and you're welcome to join us on the ride for that. So first and foremost, quick point of order, meaning something I'm going to bring up before we start. I have a Discord, and if you're interested, link in the description. We're going to have some events on the following weekend, and that's going to be the weekend. What Saturday day is again? Saturday the 26th, I think? Yeah, 26th and 27th. So those are the events that are coming up. That's a whole week from now. If you're interested in seeing what that's about, feel free to join. And if it's not your cup of tea, there's a lot of people that say because I'm from the UK, then that's fine. Just leave the Discord, and that's fine. Give some feedback by all means. It always helps out on the channel. But further ado, let's get into the city, shall we? So first and foremost, we have this layout here that's slowly being structured out. We've got this nice mid area here to work with. And one of the things I've kind of started noticing is our industry's commercial is going here next to the highway. Slight problem with that. Doesn't look right. So there's definitely an issue there with that. But what I might do is have commercial have the row here instead. I don't know yet, but I have to consider it because this is a road, and that sounds pretty stupid. Just this is a road. I think you can all tell it's a road. I don't think I needed to tell you that really. I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna do that maybe, and you continue that way, and you can continue that way. Where could that have gone? Down there. I don't like that crossing over. So what I'm going to do is it control to get rid of these or shift? Let's delete. Okay, won't do any restrictions on that. And we'll do the same here, no restrictions. Okay, don't know what he was doing, but okay. The traffic seems to be managing. So what we're going to do is we're going to very quickly remove that. And we're going to put ourselves, I'm going to do it with trees just so I don't have to replace this in the future. To there. Now I've got this tiny bit here where this highway needs to go underground. I reckon if I get it 5 meters underground though, we'll be fine. There you go. Okay. That looks pretty good. So let's then do that. And it's connected. Great. So that's now further back basically. It's a pretty steep slope, I'll admit. But it does the job. Now what I want to check quickly, is this level? Oh my god. Forget that being level. Look at the size of that brush. Oh, oh I don't mean to do that. Let's give ourselves a little bit of working room and then we'll refine this in a minute. So what I want to do now is, first and foremost, be above ground. Don't want to build a bunch of tree roads underground, do we now? I think we'll build this out another one. And then we'll get our lovely curve tool. There we go. And in doing that, we have built that entire embankment. I'm just doing the same down here, really. Like that. Yeah. So I like the idea of it being like an embankment here that's semi-man-made. So, okay, that's fine. Now we've got this power line here that I'm going to get rid of because it's eventually going to be replaced anyway. Take it all the way back to there. And what I'm going to do real quick is we're going to get ourselves our usual grids. We're going to do it with these roads though, so I don't have to upgrade them in the future. As always. Okay, and then I need to correct this. Yep, that's fine. Okay, and then we need the same over here, and we're just going to repeat this all the way along real quick. Okay, so this is the kind of grid we're going for here. So what we now need to do is get ourselves some pipes with water and just bring them on through like so. And that way I'm not going to have them people, moving out and going, oh, I don't like this neighborhood, it's really boring, because there's no water there. So, and we have this bit here. I'm tempted to put a park here. I'm gonna do a big park here. We can fit one. Maybe not a big park. Maybe one of these. Yeah, it nearly fits. What if I did this right? But if I do it down here, still wouldn't fit. I want a park that covers that entire size is what I'm looking for. I'll go with one of these at the end. Okay. And then we'll get one of these probably right next door to that. Leave a gap in the mid of that just so cyclists can get through. Right, road guidelines need to go off now. Otherwise they're going to bug the hell out of me. Right, and then that should be fine like that. I don't want to overdo the cycling lanes, of course. But we definitely need them down because it helps reduce our traffic if people can use a bike. Obviously, it creates cyclist traffic, don't get me wrong, but I'd prefer cyclists to cars. Not because I'm believing that the atmosphere is going to fail on us necessarily, but because I believe that the city congestion is a big issue. I'm not going to get into the economical debate of climate change plans and stuff. We will be using some eco-friendly stuff though. But then again, it's not always for the real reason that you expect, like, oh, he just wants to make the city eco-friendly. No. Honest with you, in the city, I'll say those words, I don't really care. In real life, on the other hand, yeah, I care a bit, but you're not going to change much if other countries don't care. That's all I believe in that one. Alright, that should promote some growth now. So what we're going to do quickly is get our lovely pathway with its tree and bring them on through while we wait for these all to get populated at least. Why are there no trees on this? What the... Honestly. Right, pathway with a tree. There we go. Right, okay. I was a bit confused to why we weren't getting any sort of change on that. Right, we're going to do another park for here, and then another one for here. And that's going to give that a bit of structure. Now, I'm aware that we have power issues over here. That's fine. I'm going to build some commercial on this bit here, but then I'm going to cut that out. And another thing I'm going to do, instead of them crossing this road, I'm going to have a pathway along this road that's going to go, that's one of these, doesn't it? Yeah. Ground to there. And then back to there. Right. It does look a bit goofy, but we're doing that. Okay. Also, we got a lot of traffic lights, evidently, so let's get rid of those. Okay. Just quickly go through and turn off any traffic lights I see. Oh my god, this entire stretch of road is traffic lights? You gotta be kidding me. I don't know who decided this one, but blooming heck. See, I've got the setting turned off, but I think when we built some of these roads, it was still on. So I think that's why we're getting traffic, you know, flooding everywhere. Oh, very close to the next milestone, which means we can get this tile and get our farm. Which is going to bring its own issues, because I... Oh, shoot. When we got rid of the recycling centre, we never replaced it. Oops, build two of those. That's like, what, $1,000 a week? No, it's half that, okay. You're complaining about power, which I understand. Build that. That'll solve them. Them I care about. These won't make a difference. If they haven't got power, they won't evict a park. Although I'd love to see how that would work. It would be a very interesting thing. Not evict, so they won't abandon. That's the right words. It might not get used. That's a fair point, but I think the park's fine. Right, so we got metro, we got transport, we got campus, got offices, IT clusters. They're always great. Always great. Financial building, yeah. Okay, then we got a lot of stuff now. Okay then, so what we need to do next is buy this tile. And we're going to come out this view. And right off the bat, we're going to start planning here. So what I want to do is find the middle area of this. I'd say the middle's here. Okay. So then what we're going to do is get a road that's not expensive, because what I'm about to do is going to be expensive in the game at least. Okay. And just yoink. Right. Okay. So there's our new road. Okay, and then what I want to do quickly is kind of come into our terrain tool, just smooth this out a little. Bring it down to that level maybe. Okay. There we go. Right, and do that up to the highway. And then we're going to get our little cliff face maker and go back in and do that. Okay then, right, so what I now need to do real quick is build that. And then we can go down to here like nothing changed. And apparently nothing did change because it's insisting on being an odd level over here. Try again. Might as well. Yep, that's fine. Okay. So what we need to do now is we need a connection for the highway. Now, I was debating linking this to the city. However, if we link it to the city, we just make more traffic. Whereas if it goes straight onto the highway, it's only got one place it can go. The highway. Now, yeah, it could go into the city. Yeah, they probably will. Do I care? No. They can go wherever they want, from my opinion. It's not my concern. So what I need to do now is build from you to that, and then paralleling that, we need to work out where the line for the mid is there, so we're about to find out. No. Fun fact for you, at the exact moment right now, while I'm doing the highway and being a bit indecisive, a sinkhole decides to hit the city and make some chaos for me, so just hear the words I hear and I go, what the fuck's that mean?
Geologists predict that a sinkhole could strike at any minute. Residents should take precautionary measures.
I have no evacuation shelters? What? Oh, great. Here it is, and of course it's on one of the new streets.
Somewhere in the city. Stay out of harm's way and contact authorities with any information.
That's not good. Can I just fill it back in? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Alright. Right. How many pipes are broken? Because that's going to matter. Just the main connection for this area. Okay. Right. Let's work out a plan to solve this issue next then, shall we? So my plan for this is going to be, we're going to come in and repair the obvious bits, but we're also going to give this some trees on here, I think. So what we're going to do real quick is going to get our road. Okay. One with trees, and I think I remember this correctly. Yeah, we do this. I have memory. Who would have guessed I have a memory? Wow. Set of memory from console. Although in console there was an actual menu with a radial option for this, but anyway. No complaints. Okay, and then you're damaged, so let's do one better. Same with you and you. And then we'll just give them some actual road around here, just to apologise for the fact that they did just have a bit of a shitty day. Okay, right. And then let's connect these back up. And then back up how they're complaining like, we don't want any more neighbours. Can you just like leave them out, please? Why would I want a neighbour next door? I like all the peace and quiet now. There's no frat parties going on. Honestly, that's what I can picture being said to local authority when we put in a new road and be like, yep, street's fixed, everyone can move back in. Like, no. Right. Still got damage, but I wanted to see if the water issues were fixed. You're still raising a water issue. You definitely have a connection to the water line, so I'm a bit lost on what your issue would be, actually. So, yeah. Right, next thing I'm going to do, for now, I'm not going to change these. We're just going to repair that. Okay, anything else damaged? No, that was pretty minor sinkhole, that. Okay. Let's go underground real quick and get a free buy lane. Grab that and give ourselves a new curve there and let time run. Okay then. Oh, turd. Right. Let that repop. Like I went, oh, turd, because I don't want to say shit, because I had someone in the room at that exact moment. I'm like, I don't want to shit in front of a kid, so I'm just going to say, oh, turd. Hold on a minute. I'm an idiot. Honestly, you know what? I'm going to do this quickly, and I'm going to come back after I've done this intersection, because it's driving me insane. So, we did a bit of work on the entire city here. We got this lovely highway with some nice trees just to line it. As you can see, it looks like a nice decorated area as you're coming in or out. I was a bit cautious about doing it here, but that's why the lanes are designated, so there's no crossing, so they don't need to see necessarily. Simple idea. And then I also did the lane counting, lane mathematics, not counting, down here as well. And then when we came into the city, I just did some more work over here. So we had this new parking. I made it an 8 grid, so I can do these with 8 grids. So it just looks a bit better like that. And then we've also got some stuff over here, an observatory and some other stuff, so pretty neat. But with that said, let's get to building our industry. So this is the kind of connection we've gone with. I know, bit crazy, loving it. Let's see what happens when they come up here. Yep, going onto the right lane. Good. So what we need to do now is that we need to install some road. So what I'm going to do actually is we'll use the industrial road to build this. I'm going to get the free farmer out. And we're going to kind of mirror this highway's trajectory a bit. Okay. And we're going to bend that to there. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. Ooh, this is a bit of an issue. Right. There we go. Bring it down to around about out there. And we're just giving ourselves as much room as we can. And then that way we'll work out the logistics of the actual farm in a moment. Okay. And then that needs to curve back into there, but I'm going to do it like that. Perfect. Right. Now then, we've got our little shape here. This is our farm estate. Pretty nice. It's going to be hell to put fencing around this, so I might just not bother with fences and do some foliage maybe. Don't know yet. So we've got our main road here. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start off with doing a nice farm area for the house up here. So we're going to get this lovely road and we're just going to branch it off. Like so, cutting into there like that. Nice. And then we have a few things here. So I'm going to have the trash collection up here. So then they have their own service for that. And we'll have fire up here as well, just in case. I think I'm going to quickly do, I'm going to build some bunkers quickly. And then they can be ready. I'm going to have one at the school here. One at this school across the road here. One over here. Okay. Then I'm going to quickly... How much do these cost a week? 48? Okay. We'll quickly invest in some new warning systems. Okay, and then we'll also invest in a meteor detection grid. And I'm going to sneak in just here. And again down here. Okay, and we'll move that to here really. Now I did just notice that we have a road missing here, so I'm going to quickly fix that. There we go. Right. So we've got some detection for certain things. Now apparently you guys over here do not have power. Very peculiar. I'll link it up to that. I'll solve that issue real quick. So yeah, there's the power. Now I do see, for a matter of fact, we're underproducing right now. So what we're going to do quickly is go into the budget and we're going to crank this up like so. Into over, and we'll do the same with this because it's just got to be getting low as well. So back over to here, we have both these services. The next thing I'm going to concern myself with is a clinic that can go just here. Okay. Right. Now, in the middle of all this chaos, we're going to actually need to do the outlines. Let me quickly do an outline for you first, guys. Okay, so that's the entire farm area now designated. So what we need to do now is come in here and build the farmhouse somewhere. I'm going to do this a bit differently. Right. On the other side of this highway over here, I'm going to have like a road just right here that's for these instead. Okay. We'll do that like so. I am spacing them one block apart from each one intentionally there. Don't worry, guys. Something I'm going to do for logical reasons is I'm going to get myself a fire tower, one of these. And we'll just dot these around just so we know if there's a fire anywhere where the stations are actually located, as that will help us prevent an awful lot of stuff going on. So those will help us know if anything's on fire. I haven't got anything out here because I haven't arranged that yet. That's fine. Right. Power, yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. That's going to be a nightmare. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to give myself a lot more room to work with here. Right up to here. And I'll have a tree road for this. Okay. Nice bit of foliage, right? So we need to put down our farmhouse right about there. We need to wait till we've unlocked the maintenance building and all of those to do anything further on that. But that's what this area here is going to become, a nice maintenance area. So we've got that looking out on the field here. So I think we all know what I'm thinking of doing, putting in a field when we can afford it. We spent so much on everything else that we haven't got the money for a field yet. Sounds pretty par for the course. Let's go back up here and I want to see pretty good coverage. Okay then. Pretty good. I didn't realize these things cost so much. Like honestly, that's expensive, that, honestly. Wow. Alright, let's give it a minute to get us some cashola. Is that even a good way of saying that? Cashula. I'll say cashula because I like cashew. Anyway. Okay. Similonians, that's what it used to be called. I can't remember what it was from SimCity Build It, which definitely flops in its last bit. Although I do still have it on my phone, the game. I haven't played it since January. But I remember when I was way younger, like still in high school, just in my last year, I think it was, I saw a YouTube and I'm like, oh, this is a game. He's like giving us a tutorial on the beta of it. I'm like, oh. I never nosy, so I installed it on my original phone. And then over time, progressively I've installed it on the other phones I've got because of Google, you know, transferring all the stuff over, which is really clever. Also really annoying sometimes when it transfers stuff and duplicates. As in literally 2 copies of the same thing. Right, we've got a bit of money to work with here. But I'm gonna do the logical thing right now. And we'll take out... It's not much of a loan to take out there, is there? Raise the budget. Oh, the taxes by the budget, yeah. See if that does us any favors. Holy, okay. Ah. That's not good. Okay. Needs to be surveyed for survivors before it can be rebuilt. Of course it does. Right, we need a disaster response center then. Because I don't want to just enforce that they can do anything with it. Airbase is £1,000 a month, whereas land is a lot less. So I'll do a land one. Okay, and then our services for this are going to go here. They will dispatch people without a doubt.
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days. Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
How bad of a thunderstorm?
A thunderstorm is battering the city. Stay indoors until the storm has passed.
Okay, we'll keep everyone indoors instead. I'm not going to authorize an evac. Right. Apparently you're still on fire. Okay, we've lost power somewhere. Okay. Oh, that's a problem. Game, I'm going to do myself a favor here. Get me some power in these so they can get across the road and fix that. Right. This is pretty dramatic considering this is... Oh. Is this light? I love how I pause it exactly when the lightning flashes by accident every time. Okay. Figure out how... Oh my god, it's really damaged that line. This is why those redundant lines were installed, and yet clearly they haven't made a damn difference. Elizabeth Park is still on fire. Wow. Right. Can rebuild these. Can't rebuild that yet. They've still got a survey there. Yeah, this is the problem with parks. Get all this foliage in one space and this does happen. So I love how there's people still apparently attending the school, yet there's clearly an issue there. And the other building's on fire now with all the plants? Okay. Great. Great. It looks like the lightning wants our city to be without power. There's nothing down there broke, so I'll just bring that out to here, really. What could I do with a giant antenna for the lightning, couldn't I? Do we even have those as a thing? No, it's just only on top of building one that we have. Right, okay. Right, time can go. Power's back on for everyone. Now it's off again. I can't get my head around why the lightning only strikes these right now. A bit silly. Okay. Power's resolved. So that's something done at least. No matter how meaningful it is, it's something fixed, I guess. So, right, we need a lot of city repairs to be done. Wow. Just wow. Not even surprising in a way, but it's annoying. Are you still on fire? Are you out now? You're out now. Okay. How much a week would it cost to put lightning masts on every building? Because evidently we kind of need them. City planning, lightning rods. Yeah, sure. Don't have any tall buildings yet. Okay. Veterinary optional buildings have to bulldoze and rebuild. Okay. That's fine. Right, there's a lot of stuff that needs to recover in the city. I'm just going to click off screen a second. Okay, good on that. Let's go back over to here quickly. And I do hope that we don't have another incident like that. That were bad, that. Right. Let's just come back to the farming area and pretend we didn't just have a massive lightning storm on the city. Okay. Do some of these. Very cautious about our money. Okay. need one of those roads like so. Where are we? Here we are. Okay. That looks pretty decent. There we go. Right, we've got our first little wheat field growing here now. So I'll turn that to wheat and turn that to wheat as well. And we're going to do our own little market area at some point too, and that's going to be great. But for now, we've just got wheat growing. So, yeah, pretty straightforward product wheat. Nothing fancy to it. Okay, so we're actually putting out a fair amount. Okay then. Interesting. I didn't really predict that we'd make much, but I guess we're just good at growing stuff. Which is kind of ironic considering... I don't know, actually I've grown plants, but I'm not very great at it. I've planted plants. Half of them are dead. And then the rest are just not coming to my mind if they did survive, really. That's actually making me think about if I've ever overwatered a plant. I've overwatered a cactus before, I think. No, I didn't. I watered a cactus that was a plastic one. I didn't realise. That's what I did. And it caused the plastic to have like a weird defect in it. And I was like, well, maybe don't put a fucking fake cactus on my desk and I won't think it's a real one. How would I know it's, you know? I'm like, well, you do touch it. I'm like, yeah, and it feels like a normal cactus. It's plastic fibres. They're practically the same. They even scratch on your skin if you lightly touch a cacti. And I do that a lot. I do. Nice and slowly along the side, going down, not up. Nice down, you know, like stroking through your hair from back to front of the temple. It feels like that. Just a little nice little scratchy feeling too. Not painful scratchy, just like nice light. As if you're sanding your finger. It's the best way I can put it. So these don't require farmland. However, I do have this area here though. Ooh, I'm debating this. We have a lot of space, so that's definitely a factor. And we've got this area here we can work with. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to build just some industry related like buildings and stuff. So we'll have a silo here, here and here. Okay. That's good. Right. Bada bing, bada boom. Sewage. Of course there's a sewage issue. Oh, right, we're not even treating it well. Okay. Well. Pause time a second. Hold on. Power and sewage are having issues. Okay. Need a new power plant, I feel like, because we're definitely going to keep running into issues. Let's see if that alleviates. It really hasn't done much of a difference. So, do another 2. Okay. And then power-wise, I'm going to crank all their budgets through the roof now. At least the power one, and then the sewage one. And then hopefully I never have to consider this until like episode 7. But knowing my expansion rate, probably will have to consider it sooner. So we'll do that. Set these up quickly. Right, so, okay. Can't wait to have like an area over here maybe. You know, dedicated to waste getting rid of is all I'll say to that effect. You know, me getting rid of all the waste we produce. It would be an interesting idea. Alternatively, I could do one up here. But pumping it out is probably easier for now. I'm not too sure I follow why we're having these power fluctuations. Okay. How much do you cost a week? 200. And how much do you cost a week? 1,000, 80, 20. Variable. What about you? 240. Nice, got the bakery. I'm going to go with the Geo because I think Geo is cheaper than you, isn't it? Yeah. Geothermal. Right. let's put the geothermal there. And let's get rid of this lovely, useless power line. Right, now we've got a proper grid running. I'm a bit cautious. We're definitely overproducing. So, let's save the city some money, shall we? Come on. This is like a nightmare. There we go. Right. Let's go over here. I love how I'm just can't even bothered put my fingers on the keyboard when I'm doing that. I have a habit of playing this game just using my hand like this. Just arm, hand, bam. You know, when I'm doing it on my own, not when I'm filming, because otherwise you'd notice I was doing this every time I was going anywhere. I know I do it sometimes while recording though. That's not for dispute on regards to that. It's just not all the time. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to have like a flower line that branches off this a bit. Okay. Okay, and just like that, we've got our nice little area. Okay, so we need, well actually we need to put this inside that zone first, otherwise it's not gonna matter diddly squat what we're doing here. Okay, there we go. And what we need to do now is, I think I only need 3 mills really. See if we can fit 3 in here. No, but I can fit 2. If I do that at the end, I could fit 3. And then if I'm really cheeky. Now that I do call cheeky. Because look at that, that is comically taking the mick right there, but it works. So why not? I don't see an issue doing it that way. Right, so we're now producing flour. So we definitely need to raise the amount, I think, really. Okay. Raise the amount of flour we're making, so we need more plants. I could have guessed. More plants and more flour, eh? So I'm going to do some of these lovely apricots, oranges, whatever they're called. Vineries, etc, etc, etc. And we're going to do you in the middle. So I'm going to have apples be this one. Okay, we've hit that goal. That's great. I wasn't sure if we were going to hit it straight away, but we did. So we're good. Put greenhouse on you. Apples, 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 oranges. Change you to greenhouse. Okay. And what I can do is have a barn there. And then we'll do some detailing on this place in a bit. That barn there will do for now. And then I need really this road to go along that and then link into that. No, I don't. I need it to go down here. One more down. Yeah, perfect. Right, and then we do the same. It's pretty straightforward now. We've got like a pattern going. And I can probably get away with 2 of these. Or all of them being them, actually. Having one big center, maybe. Ooh. I actually like that idea. Let's do it that way. Apples and apples. Look at that. I love that. I love also how they got the decorative ones at the front, as if you can come in and just grab one to eat on the way to work. Be like, yeah, have a free apple. Or an orange in that case. It looks quite orange. Now, these do create their own traffic, which does concern me sometimes. So, yeah. Are we importing anything? No. We are making money back, though. That's nice to see. So we've got this little bit down here that we still can use. And I'm dedicated to getting this used for some more plants, of course. So I'm going to use one of these in the middle. And then we're going to duplicate that around it as best as I can with the shape that we've got. Okay. Do something here. I don't need to worry about it. Right, greenhouse. Change that to potato. 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 Get all those potatoes in, eh? Right. So we got this nice little potato estate, we're gonna call it that. How's the highway handling all this? It's actually doing pretty well. I'm actually impressed. I know I made the most complicated ways that they can use this thing, but I gotta give it to them. They've actually been using it pretty soundly. Good, right. So, they're saying they don't have enough people to put their goods to, which is totally understandable to a certain degree. But they're about to have that changed in a minute. Once I've done this outline like so. Okay, just run that along there. You gotta have a really steady hand to do this, otherwise you're undoing everything you've already drawn if you don't want it to look a bit goofy. I'm gonna cut across there for now. Okay. Right, this is looking nice so far. I definitely need more buzz routes, but I'm not going to do anything with transport for a couple episodes till traffic becomes a bit of a nightmare, and then we'll, you know, go in and be like, yeah, transport, big problem, tackle it. So there we go. And then yeah, do the same to that. Just cutting across till we get that road in. Okay. Right. And then what I'm going to do is draw that line to there. And quickly do this all. Okay, so we've done all that, and now we're getting power complaints over here, which are an issue, to be fairly honest. So let's have a look what we can do. You know, when you're trying to record, it kind of helps if people weren't walking in and going, could you set someone up for something? I'm not going to name the person, but let's just say it's a bit annoying. Okay. Right, so I need to really... Let's do a street between it. Do a street between, and then at least that way it can do its work. It's this curve that's messing with it. Right, well, let's go down to there, across to there, cut that, boom. Right, then let's grab this main road, down to here, and then grab you, and curve you into here. Right, perfect. So then what I need is very simply to do one last plot, and I'm going to do it probably at the end of here, and then whatever we can fit in, we'll fit in. I'm going to let that get put in, and then I'm going to adjust that road just so it looks a bit better. What I'm going to do is okay. Thank you, game. Bring these out quickly so then I have like a straight area to work with. Okay. There we go, that's the angle I want. And then we want, really, that to meet up with there, but it's getting... There we go. Doesn't look as much as I wanted it to. So let's bring it out where I need it. And then go from there. So it needs to go to here, really, and then just straight line to there. Let's see if it actually will fit now before I go and build that road. Yeah. Great. Right, great. And then we've got this side as well. So this is going to be cotton, I'm thinking of doing, or corn. Corn looks a bit nicer. We'll go with corn. Yeah. And then that way at least it looks kind of cool over here in this bit. A lot of detailing we got to do, but I think that's going to be in the next episode if I'm very honest. I like how actually I could have done that way by pressing that key, but I think it cost by mouse, so I don't remember hearing that said once or twice before. I'm sure I've heard someone tell me that you can use your mouse to do it. Anyway, it is done anyway, so thank you for the advice, but I'm stupid, so I don't listen to you. don't know what the accent is there, actually, with that one. Just the accent that came to mind when I was going to describe how stupid I am. Any guesses on what accent that would have been, really? Because I haven't got a damn clue. Don't make an offensive comment in the comment section. I was just joking. It's rhetorical. If anyone goes down there and implies it sounds like such and such a language because it sounds like, I'm like, oh, great. Now I've got to either act on that or YouTube will do it for me. So, what is this? This is bakery and it produces 5 pollution. It's quite a little amount of pollution, that's me. So I'm going to put the bakery next to the... I'll put it on this area here, I think. I feel like putting it there, but I also feel like somewhere over here, maybe? Yeah, somewhere over here would do it. So I'll grab you, move you on the inside of this. Grab our bakery, and like so. Okay, let's get ourselves a new curve here. Or in fact, actually, I've got a better way of doing that curve than just yoinking it like that. Get me a straight line from here out to here. I didn't place for some reason. Oh, there we go. Okay, if that's 1.5 out, then that's too long. So what I need to do is build to there, go 1.5 out plus that. Get rid of them. Okay. Alright, boom, and boom. Great, okay then. That is pretty good. Alright, let's neaten this bit up at least as well. Considering it might as well be neatened up. Right, build that to there, and then you into that like so. Right, we got quite a bit of stuff going on there. I believe we've had a few deaths, so we did reserve this bit of land for a reason. So next episode, this is going to get used for a cemetery, or maybe even here. But I'm going to definitely start working down here in the next episode on stuff, and then we will see how far this goes. I mean, it's level 4 now. Don't you need animal products? Yeah, you do. We'll work on that in the next episode. But with that said, guys, as always, thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed. And if you did, leave a like on the video and subscribe. And for the next video, keep your eyes out.